Mark, the first home win in what Tudors fans are calling over 600 days. I believe March 2020 was the last time that fans were able to come to Vauxhall Road and witness a win. What was your take on today's performance from the lads?
Yeah, I thought it was a good performance from us. I'm delighted that we obviously won the game to get that monkey off our backs. You know, it was being spoken about a lot, quite understandably. You know, it's not a home record that we're proud of, you know, we wanted to try to give a performance today that would give us the best chance of getting the 3 points, and I thought we deserved it. You know. I knew it was going to be a difficult game against Bath, but I thought we sort of shaded it overall, and you know, obviously got a good goal to go 1-0 up, and good move, and you know, very disappointed that we conceded before half time to go in at 1-1. You know, it was a poor goal for us to concede. You know, some errors in there definitely, and that was disappointing. But I actually thought we played okay. So the message really to the players was, look, you know, come on, carry on, you know, keep working hard. And you know, I thought you know, we got on top for large periods in the second half, and you know, really good win. Delighted for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, we had the ball in the net, I believe, 5 times all in all. Obviously, 2 of them were ruled out for offsides. Could have even potentially been more. Everything is really seeming to come together now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I think the squad's looking stronger. You know, if you look, I said a couple of weeks ago about having options from the bench. You know, really important. We had a little spell just before Christmas, you know, through injury and suspension and things, where the squad was looking quite thin. But when you think that we had no Sam Manton or Aaron Simpson today, you know that we're looking like the squad is strong, and that's important. You know, you can do all of the coaching, all of the preparation, but unless you've got enough good footballers, you know, it's going to be difficult. So. You know, pleased that the squad's looking stronger. You know, obviously Alex Addy comes on today and gets a goal. He's been training really well the last couple of weeks. Jamal Prosper as well has been looking much brighter in training, having sort of come from step 3. So yeah, you know, the options are there for us, and that's a good thing to have as a manager.
Yeah, now looking kind of forward from today, we've got 3 games coming up within a week. Tonbridge on the road, then we're coming back here for a game against Hungerford before another long away trip down to Eastbourne. How can you see this next week in terms of preparation to be so key for 3 huge games? Yeah,
well, we just mentioned about the squad, didn't we? And we, you know, more than likely have to use that. You know, the next 3 games you've mentioned. This week, you know, we'll prepare as you always do for Tonbridge. You know, there are no easy games in this league. I know that managers say it, and maybe people think it's a bit of a cliche, but you know, I looked at some of the results before doing the interview, and I think Billericay have beaten Oxford City at Oxford today, and you know, there's you know, you know, I think anybody on their day can beat anybody in this league. So it's all about getting your own performance levels right. We obviously struggled last Saturday at home to a very good side in Ebbsfleet, and today we wanted to try and have a little bit more control of the game. You know, play on the front foot a little bit more, and I thought Samir sort of, you know, allowed us to do that in the midfield. Pleased for Chrissy Paul as well to get a good 65 minutes under his belt. He hasn't played for a long time, Chris, and he showed some quality in there at times. I just, you know, go and mention all of the players, but Josh Castiglione again, you know, had to be patient when I first came in, and he's producing fantastic performances for us at the moment. So, you know, it's all about the team, and I'm pleased to say that we've done enough to get those much wanted 3 points at home, and it was fantastic to see the supporters enjoying themselves at the end.
Yeah, obviously some, like you say, some brilliant individual performances today, which contributed to a perfect team performance. It's up to 14th in the league. Looking forward to kind of a good week of football. And now we're kind of, like you say, monkey off the back, kind of chip off your shoulder, so to speak. How do you think home form can potentially impact the rest of the season now that we've got that 1 win?
Well, it's really important, isn't it? I mean, you know, 50% of your games are at home, you know, so you've got to sort of have a decent home record, and that's something we haven't had. So, you know, it's going to impact us greatly, you know, for this next part of the season. But all we can do as a team is concentrate on producing the right types of performances that will give us a chance. And I think, to be fair to the lads, we should give them a lot of credit. I mean, they have been pretty consistent, really, over the last 3 months. I mean, I think we've only lost 4 league games out of 15, you know, so that isn't bad form, really. You know, it's you know, that's pretty good. I don't think we've been beaten twice in a row since I've been here either. So there are lots of positive signs, but yeah, it certainly was a relief, I think is the right word, to get that home win today, because it was starting to play on our minds a little bit, and yeah, it's just you know, I think relief is the right word.
Yeah, we definitely could kind of see, especially for all of the supporters that were here, that relief and kind of joy spilling out of the players, the fans, everyone obviously very happy with what's going on at the football club. And obviously since you've come in, it's been a very solid tenure, and I'm sure I'm speaking for a lot of fans, long may that continue. But now we're kind of looking at individuals again. How do you think we can kind of use, should we say, we obviously have the teams in the leagues above now that have this transfer market open. Are you looking to strengthen anywhere, or are you really happy with what you've got now?
Yeah, I think there's been quite a high turnover of players, since I've been in, and I think it was needed. I needed to try and shape the squad a little bit. But no, I don't think we're looking to do too much now. I want things to settle down a little bit. The answer isn't always to keep just bringing in players. I think, historically, Hemel have had an awful lot of players. There does seem to be a high turnover of players, and that's not something that we really want. We want it to settle down. We want to work with a group, get some sort of cohesion. So I don't expect us to sort of do too much really, in the foreseeable future. Having said that, you are as a manager always looking to improve, and if there does come a player that comes along that we think can massively improve us, of course we'll look to do something, but it has to be somebody that's going to really improve the starting 11, not just the squad. As I say, I want things to settle down a bit now. These players have earned an opportunity to show what they can do, and as I said, only 4 defeats in 15. They deserve a chance to sort of keep going with that. So hopefully we can keep the form going.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned strength within the squad and obviously looking at strength in individual positions. The recent recruit, obviously Jacob Gardner-Smith, has come in. He's come off the bench today. I thought he played quite well when he came on, made a decent impact on the game, got himself about the pitch well. You look at, and obviously you're saying about quality in certain positions. What role do you reckon he can kind of have going forward? Obviously, a lot of the Tudors fans won't have necessarily seen a lot of him before. He's experienced in this division. He's got EFL experience. Yeah. How can he really help this team going for that?
Jacob's got a fantastic attitude, and it's not just the ability of the player, it's the character of the player as well. And we know what we're bringing in with him. Great character, wants to work hard. Obviously had a difficult period over the last 18 months with a bad knee injury, but he's been back in full-time training for a month or so now. So that was his first time back on the pitch, so congratulations to him. I think he'll bring a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm, and that's something that I place a lot of emphasis on. We want the players to play with that energy and that intensity, so he will give us that. And also just to mention, obviously the other lad, Charlie Hughes, that we brought in, is that 3 in 4 now? Or
3 and 4 at the club, but 3 in his last 3.
Yeah, and it was a sort of fair way away from the goal, but it looked like a hell of a goal to me. I mean, he'd gone past about 4 or 5 players, good ball control, and a couple of lads saying maybe the finish, the keeper maybe could have done a bit better, but it was a fantastic work, all Charlie's own work, to go past the amount of players he did, and to finish it off was a fantastic goal. So let's hope we can keep this momentum going now anyway. It's one game, so don't get too carried away, but prepare as professionally as we can for Tonbridge next week, and hopefully we can keep our good form on the road going.
Yeah, well done for today, Mark, and thank you.
Thank you.